It's been a lot of fun. Been some good games as well. We've been casting the WardiTV weekly Season 3 finals in case you haven't been able to tune in. Going to be casting the playoffs of that tomorrow. It starts in about 22 hours from now. We actually have a massive set of streams, so the next kind of the next day or so is pretty insane. I guess I'll tell you about that after I introduce these players. The bottom left hand side, Red Pearls player from Cascade is DnS. Let's see if he can advance through another Zerg here. He's had a good Zerg run so far. And we've been following this guy. We've literally been stalking every one of his matches as we go into Blackpink for map 1 of this best of 3. Our first best of 3 of the day as well. It is Denver from Romantic Gaming to the upper right. God damn it. Why can't I do this? We keep hitting the top. I hate map makers. Sorry, Avex. I hate it, but why does the base have to be so close to the flipping edge? Give me some space to put my flipping map to the side. Arrgh! It's Denver here to the top right hand side. But yeah, this next kind of day or so is crazy. So tonight, kind of midnight my time, I guess. Midnight my time tonight, I have to cast the WSG Canadian qualifier, okay? Which isn't so bad. Then I'm going to go to sleep, and then I'm going to wake up, and then I'm going to cast the WardiTV weekly Season 3 finals. That also doesn't sound so bad. From there, we're going to go directly into the Corsair Cup. We're actually helping Base Trade to cover that. We're going to be doing 2 groups tomorrow. So that is tomorrow from 6 PM CET. So we're going to go back-to-back on streams. And then we're going to go back-to-back-to-back as we have the WSG Argentina qualifier tomorrow evening. And then I'm going to go to sleep and probably not wake up until I have to cast on Tuesday evening for the WardiTV Christmas Invitational. It's going to be insanely busy. On the plus side, you can keep up with all the events because I've finally updated the event schedule again on Twitch. So you can check that out. ! Schedule in the chat will give you a full list of everything we're going to be casting for the next week. Way! Lists, information. Woo! Adept shades on in towards the third base here, as we should talk slightly about this game. It's the Stargate opening from DnS to kick things off. So we're going to be seeing the Stargate is going to be finishing up in the next couple of moments. And there it is. Stargate finishes. I'm just going to be seeing this Phoenix is on the way out. We'll be heading across the map in the next few moments. A couple of adepts into the main base, picking up 3 workers, and they are going to get out of here as well. Cast a curse. Nope, they are going to get out of there. At least one of them does. They will find Shashade away, but getting caught on the low ground as we're going to be seeing. This one adept is still having an okay time. 5 kills. Will we be able to get away from these Zerglings? Hide, hide, hide. Oh, that's kind of smart. He brings it up top because obviously the Lings are way more likely to expect the adept to continue walking back home. Now he's going to shade it along, and I mean, he could still get caught by these Lings, but I mean, the second adept's going to be close, and it should be not so bad. So this is actually a Phoenix first out of the Stargate. It's going to then be an Oracle follow-up. A little bit different. Something that Showtime was doing a lot actually at Home Story Cup, to the point where we even asked him about in one of the post-game interviews, like, why are you going Phoenix first? And he just said it straight up, like, oh, it's to help deny scouting. And that's why we probably see Neurotized Carapace now starting from Denver, realizing that it's going to be very difficult for him to see anything in this game if he doesn't have that overload speed at some point. He saw the Stargate, but he definitely doesn't know about this Resonating Glaive. So maybe that's why the Phoenix came out first, because the Oracle was... because the Stargate was going to get scouted anyways, so not as much of a reason to rush the Oracle. And obviously, doesn't feel he can get too much done with the Oracle at all, because he doesn't even make a second one. It's just going to mostly use this for Revelations and map control. There's a DC DnS taking the opportunity to pop his own third Nexus down over on this left-hand side now. A few more Adepts is going to warp in by the Nexus as well. And again, there's that Resonating Glaives. Just over 60% of the way done and being chrono boosted. I mean, how many Adepts are already out here? Just 9. Yeah, okay, that doesn't quite add up, does it? Oh, look at the Stasis Ward. It's huge. Really nicely done. Lifts up the Queen as well just to help this Oracle be able to actually get away. That was also pretty cute. 4 drones are getting caught in this. Not bad. Now they lose the Oracle, but the fact that he doesn't obviously goes a long way, as now this Overlord will confirm for the first time that there is a Twilight Council up. Thing is, he hasn't really seen anything else that he needs to. He hasn't seen what's building. He doesn't necessarily know that this is a depth, as they are about to arrive on his side of the map. Is there a Baneling nest up? There is not. So this is going to be pure Zergling defense. Oh, they're sitting pretty. 12 lings are out. I mean, 20 more on the way, sure, but are they really going to be able to do enough? I mean, there's 4 of them going down already here. Adepts will not shade away because they've already got a position on this mineral line. And Denver is already losing way too many drones, and that is a very anticlimactic ending to game number 1. Let's go into game number 2 of this best of 3. Let's see what's going to happen as we kick it off to the top left-hand side with our red Protoss player. Pretty simple game 1 from him. From Cascade, it is DnS. And to the lower right-hand side, the blue Zerg player from Romantic Gaming, Denver. What's up, Milexo? Thank you for that late end of stream sub yesterday. Replay packs will be sent out again tomorrow with the newest replay pack featuring the replays up until tomorrow's games, basically. Oh, and up until and including tomorrow's games. Just wanted to... It's been a bit of a crazy few days with loads of subs joining every day, but I literally just 2 days ago sent out a replay pack, so we're going to send it again on tomorrow evening. We're going to send it once again, but also we're going to be sending a new one also. So tomorrow you should have 200 to 250 replays in your Twitch inbox. So it is coming, I promise. They will be there tomorrow. It goes for anyone else as well if you're looking for replays. As I said, there'll be about 250 replays all in this new patch coming your way tomorrow in your Twitch inbox. If you are a subscriber, it's a great way to support the stream, and it's a great way to get yourself some great replays as well. Those replays include games from Rogue, Innovation, Zest, Stats, TY, Hero. Need I go on? Gumiho, Nurchio, Euthermal, Scarlet. Includes some all of those guys. Pretty much if you've seen a game on our stream in the last 2 weeks, it will be in this replay pack. So you'll be able to get those, and do make sure to order them nicely. They're listed by matchup, they're listed by map, they're listed by player names. You can sort by all, so they're very easy to navigate through as well. So yeah, if you're enjoying the stream and want to support, but you also want replays, then subscribing definitely is the best thing for you. We are having a big push in December. We are pushing for 300 subscribers. We're currently sat at 254. We actually unlock our next giveaway at 260, so 6 subs away from that. We're doing a few giveaways the last few days to kind of as extra rewards, I suppose. These 2 adepts arriving over here, the Oracle as well. Looking to see what's going on. But yeah, you guys have been unlocking a lot of the sub goals with our progress. We unlocked, we're going to be doing a subscriber King of the Hill. We're going to be doing a subscriber replay night where we cast subscriber replays. We unlock those. We're going to be doing some more WCS Global Finals posters giveaways as well. So lots going on. We unlocked a t-shirt giveaway too. Lots of stuff for you guys to claim in our sub push. Yeah, and pushing for 300 subscribers. Because we're streaming a lot this month, I feel like we can do it, and if we can hit 300 and we can make it somewhat sustainable at 300, then we can really help to justify ourselves continuing to justify casting in 2018 full time. So yeah, if you want to support the stream, want to get a bunch of replays, and you just want to in general be an esports hero, so subscribing. Just been watching this game develop for the first 5 minutes. I mean, not a lot worth mentioning per se. I mean, we saw a couple of adepts not really doing much, forced out some units. Like, state of the game, I mean, 49 to 50 workers. It's been nice for DnS. Look at this income lead he's been generally keeping over the early minutes. And behind this now, throwing down a third Nexus. His tech choices has been just going towards that, well, just Templar Archives for kind of early on. So going to be aiming for some Archon drops here, and obviously from the Twilight Council we're expecting charge any second now, really. There it is, just on time. So Charges place is going to see those Lings actually going to run by in towards the third. Well, they're going to catch 3 Adepts right away. The Oracle's just moved out of this position. And as they come back in, these Lings will drop very quickly, and they will just decide to get out of here rather than committing onto the probe line. Oracle's saving the day. If they were much further out of position, that would have been a good few dead probes there. So nice that he is keeping the Oracles back at home, realizing what he has to do is... And Denver's very good at losing Overlords to flying units in the early stages of the game, right? This Phoenix gets the third Overlord kill of the game so far. And, well, you know what? He'll chase down this Overseer too, so... This Phoenix is having a pretty great time, as there we do have the Prism to the right. It's going to push down this right-hand side and look to see what it can do in the next couple of moments. Just as the Prism unloads... Okay, Prism is going to get pushed back here. As you see the Queen's coming in, although one Queen getting very low already. There is a Transfuse available. Drop the Transfuse! There it is, Transfusion comes in. However, the Queen's having to back away. This Queen dropped the Transfuse, but then it goes down. There's no Transfuse in return. I think it's just maybe 1 energy away or so. It's very close. But so far, only a Queen is not so bad. There's the second Prism. DnS will be looking towards the multi-pronged aggression as a way to approach the next stage of this game. Lots of Zealot Warpins, dropping those Archons around. Looking to see what they can do. As these Lings maybe thinking of running around, a couple of Banes will start to morph. And that will give us about 20 seconds to do these couple of shoutouts. A couple of Twitch Prime subs coming in. Thank you so much for the support, guys. Ghoulie HS, thank you for using your Twitch Prime on the channel. And Shastified, got there in the end. Thank you so much for also using your Twitch Prime on the channel. As these Lings run into the mineral line, and they're going to start picking their way through probes. A few probes starting to go down here as... Well, at the same time, a couple of Banes to the left got stopped by the by the Stasis Ward, so they're not going to be able to connect. But 7 workers killed. Not a bad run by here as Denver now sending Hydras across the map. Oh, don't lose this Prism. Okay, he's going to get away for now. Welcome to the family, new subs. Thanks for the support. And if you do want a decoration in the tree, you can type in ! colors in the chat, and it will tell you which colors you can choose from for your tree decoration. Thank you for the Twitch Prime, do appreciate it. Storm finishes up, allowing DnS now to... Oh man, these Stasis Wards are so good. I mean, first he completely denies the Banes from rolling in, which is just one less thing for him to worry about. And now he's going to get all of these... Well, he should be able to kill these Hydras. He orbs in a lot of Zealots to the main base just now, and that's going to force a big pullback from Denver towards his main. I'm so surprised that DnS is not going to jump on those Hydras. I mean, this was the opportunity to do something like this. His Zealots are pulling the rest of the army back home. You know, the Storm's going to come forwards here. I think DnS just missed a small chance, although he's saying that he still is going to get some good damage done. Those Storms do drop, and we'll continue to chase. Those Hydras are actually still taking some hits, so still actually not going so badly for DnS, picking up some kills here. This probably could have been every single one of these Hydras going down in the last few moments. Obviously, unfortunately, it was not quite. Few Banes start to morph in top side here from Denver. 10 Banelings morphing as extra Hydras on the way through, plus 2 missile attack on the way as well for Zerg, who does find an opening. That Zealot not on hold position, and so Zerglings make their entrance into the natural expansion. Probes already going down, and the Oracles will come in to respond. Pulsar beams are active. At the same time, more Zealots down the right. They're going to hit in towards what was the third base now. They're going to get into a nice little hold position, just going to choke themselves up against the Zerglings, especially, of course, with the Hydras here. The damage output's pretty darn high, and so the Zealots go down pretty quickly. Just 2 drones lost. It's a quick, easy response from Denver. Enough of his army moves into position very, very swiftly, very, very easily, and he shuts that down without much of a concern at all. Do you see the +2 missiles still coming up at the moment, and that's going to be finishing pretty shortly, as we do see a couple of Zealots running around, Zergling getting picked off. Some extra Banes coming into the left side here. And we'll see the Fleet Beacon. Not the Fleet Beacon, I keep doing this. I look at it, I'm like, oh, that's a Fleet Beacon. Yeah, the Fleet Beacon sealing things, right? Well, that's a lot of Storms. I think that one goes without saying, as we're going to be seeing Immortals and Archons chasing this forwards. No Zealot kind of back up at the moment, but wow, those Storms are doing so much damage. The Hydras cannot sustain against this. DnS will push Denver back with ease, especially with the help of the not Fleet Beacon, but the Shield Battery. You have to know what I'm thinking, though, guys. Like, in the spur of the moment, new structure, you look at it split second, you're like, ah, yeah, the Fleet Beacon. No, Brain, that's not how this works. It's a new thing. It restores shields. It's called a shield battery. As we do see the drops in towards the main, Denver with an opportunity here, maybe change things up and to, well, create some positive aggression for himself, because the last couple of attacks from him have been pushed back without really much success at all. So Ling's starting to drop on in, and it's a good amount of pros. I mean, already the entire mineral line is going to be down. There's the recall, though. I mean, the army just recalls straight in now. It takes a few seconds, but when it gets here, it can fight instantly compared to the mothership recall, which where you recall, the army sits on the nexus and can be attacked for a few seconds. So it makes it a little bit more difficult to retreat with this kind of nexus recall, but it makes it very good for dealing with drops and things like that, as we're going to be seeing Zealot Immortal. The combination down here is doing enough so far. There's a single storm as well, just to help take down some health of these units. And 12 probes lost, but DNS on the 4 next side can definitely rebuild those relatively quick. I mean, that's less than a minute of production, so not the end of the world. Good harassment by Denver. I mean, it slows DNS down. It forces the reinforcements to be built at some point. Gets one of these dropper loads as well. Nicely done by the Phoenix. As now you actually see the dropper loads instantly loaded, and well, actually, this Phoenix is going to be able to keep on poking away at one of them if they keep going in that direction. Yeah, and DNS playing the slow defensive game. As time passes by, the more of these Lingbane Hydra onslaughts he survives, the better a position DNS gets into here. As you're going to see, well, that is one hell of a great storm to kick things off for Denver. As we are going to see, well, the initial Hydra drop here, one of the two overlords gets picked off right away. Now both of them go down, although there is 5 Hydras out. A couple of Zealots will warp in to help out. It's still this army setting up at the front. And again, it's just Lingbane Hydra, and as time passes by, more Immortals, more Archons join the fray, and as more of these units join the fray from DNS, his army's just more and more powerful. There's no transition here for Denver. It's a composition that relies on dealing damage and, you know, kind of just out macroing your opponent by pure economy, because you're the one that's harassing, dealing damage, and just pushing it again and again. Problem is, if you never really do deal that much to the economy, and if you never get to reset this tech count, eventually you find yourself fighting with the same composition you were 5 minutes ago. Yeah, the Protoss army just scales so much better. And here we go, Storm's dropping down, the Archons are leading the charge in, a couple Banes don't even really get the chance to finish here, as our Protoss player comes up the ramp, and you can just see his confidence just moving forwards. A couple more Storms, and well, the Zerg player's army is evaporating. Reinforcements are coming through quickly, but they're mostly Zerglings, and that's one of the big issues as well. What does it matter if you're making 40 Zerglings if when they run into this army, they might at most kill a single Zealot? It's just really not going to find that much. Like, on their own, they're not going to be able to do much at all. There's another Storm to help out with some of these lower health Hydras already, though, and well, I mean, they are lower health, and DNS has a lot of money. He can warp in a lot, actually. He could warp in like a mass round of Archons, which I guess the only issue for him is he doesn't have a warp prism, right? If he had a prism, he'd be warping in here right now. As he doesn't, he warps in at home, just warps in some Templar. And the reality is, again, I mean, this game is over. DNS has way too much and just way too good in this PvZ. Going to be taking the 2-0. Denver's had a good run. We actually watched all of Denver's games so far. But this will be all we're seeing from him today. It's a good game being called, and DNS taking his first best of 3 win, moving him into the semi-finals.